Hey everyone, I'm here with a video showing you how to do the Remnant Architect Boss Fight during the Missing Science Crew quest on the planet is Voeld, I think it's called. Anyways, it's the snowy one. Basically, for this fight, the main thing is just how you use cover and how you manage your ammo and what you do during the 3 different phases. Because basically, his legs will become vulnerable, and then after you break each one of these legs, he'll get up and he'll move to a different location, and you break the second one, he'll get up and he'll move to a final location, and then in between breaking his legs, he's opening his head, and you're shooting at the like centerpiece in his mouth or whatever. Anyways, first things first, make sure when you're hitting these shots on him, you're going for the basically the critical spot. So whenever you get a critical hit, like if you're facing a normal enemy and you shoot them in the head, your cursor will flash orange. So you see here when I'm shooting him, I get that orange flash saying that like this is a critical spot on him. And there are critical spots on his legs as well. You'll see it when I'm shooting towards the top of the leg where there's kind of like this red circle. So aim there. That's the first piece of advice. The second piece of advice is constantly be dashing back. His worst attack is that one that you saw me stand in like right at the start of this fight. And that is where he shoots this like big electrical ball. He's about to do it. Whenever he does this, just dash. And right here I end up getting stuck. I'll go ahead and actually edit that out. It took me like a minute to escape. I was pretty annoyed thinking like, seriously, am I gonna have to reload this fight? But yeah, while he's shooting that big electrical thing, the moment he's about to shoot it, just dash to the left once or twice. And if you're having trouble doing that in the different locations while he's moving around, then you should just skip through the video, skip to the second part, skip to the third part, see how I'm using cover. And the final part, the final piece of advice, I guess, is to use your companions as best as you can. So every time one of his critical spots is open, hit, I don't know what the control is on console, so sorry about that, I'm playing on PC. On PC, if you hit X, then both of your companions will focus firing on that one part. Don't be shooting at each one of the legs. Shoot this leg a little bit, shoot that leg a little bit. Focus on one leg at a time. And then, I guess I do have one more piece of advice. So yeah, focus on one piece at a time. Focus on his leg. When his head comes up, focus on his head. When his leg comes up, focus on his leg. Rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. That's all this boss is. It's a giant rinse and repeat of like 10-12 minutes, making sure you don't screw up, because you will have to restart the entire thing. There is no checkpoint in between. And yeah, the final thing is it's more of like a watch and see what I do, but since I'm only using a pistol, I'm a vanguard, then it's kind of hard for me to have a lot of ammo, especially using the Carnifex, which doesn't have a ton of ammo to begin with. So I'm trying to be as conservative as possible. So when he sends out his little minions after you, I recommend switching to your secondary weapon and not wasting the ammo from whichever main weapon you're using during the fight. So I'm using my pistol, and I make the mistake when he sends his little guardians at me of continuing to use the pistol, but you should be using your abilities to take those guys out, and you should be using your secondary weapon. In this case, I have a shotgun, so those guys are getting close to me. I should have been using that weapon. And then I guess the final thing, sorry, I don't realize how many little minute things there are in this fight to pay attention to, but make sure you're keeping an eye on your element, or what's it called? I can't even see, the video quality is kind of low when I'm watching the playback, but it's like your hazardous like resistance or whatever. Can't think of the name of it. Make sure that you're always keeping an eye on that meter there you see in the bottom left hand corner, because if it gets down to red, get back inside a building and wait a few seconds and let it recharge. Otherwise you'll be taking a bunch of unnecessary damage, and if you catch a couple shots during that period, then it's just going to be annoying and you'll have to possibly restart. So I talked for a lot longer than I thought I was going to, but hopefully that helps if you were having trouble with this fight. I think it's a really cool fight. I don't typically like these like big boss characters where It feels sort of gimmicky, but this guy's actually pretty challenging and a pretty interesting enemy at that. So that's going to be it for this one. Likes, comments, always appreciated. More Mass Effect content is on the way. Slowly but surely. And till next time, bye for now.
Loading ammo! On its way. That's gotta hurt!
Life support systems are in peril.
There it goes. Come on.
I'm reading a severe temperature drop.
reinforcements.
Extreme cold is detected, Pathfinder.
Bolstering all shields. There, on its legs. Head exposed! Take it out!
I'm reading a severe temperature drop. Extreme cold is detected, Pathfinder.
Making babies! You rock! The legs will bring it down!
Temperatures are below freezing and continuing to fall.
Don't let it reproduce!
Extreme cold is detected, Pathfinder.
We can take out its legs! That's gotta hurt!
Temperatures are below freezing and continuing to fall. Extreme cold is detected, Pathfinder.
Flow interface will cover you. Wow. This thing caused a lot of trouble.
We should tell Priya what happened here.